Yeah.
By many accounts, Coach, one of the most underrated home venues in all of the NFL resides in the heart of Nashville, Tennessee, and that's where we find ourselves at Nissan Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Tennessee Titans. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go. It's Pittsburgh. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Mike 3. Mike 3. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
49. Check 49. Check 49.
2nd and 11. Being chased out left. And that's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11.
Mike 6. Mike 6.
Operating from the gun. King. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
At their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Allen gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a 1st down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
319. Hey, Delta.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 34-yard line. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count. Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is...
Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun. King escaping the pressure right. And his throw here's incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. King. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. Time for our first check of the NFL scoreboard. The Broncos have taken the early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Saquon Barkley running right. Oh, he shifts past him. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, Barkley. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
56, 56.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And this this one is right down broad. Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. A nice start to the drive, picking up 12 yards there and a very quick first down. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Now King on first down. And this one complete to Smith. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. King now off the play fake, eluding the pressure right. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down.
Check 9, check 9. Big Ed.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. You got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
Deontay Johnson on the return. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. Room here to run. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A little over 20 yards there, and in 2 plays, they've now moved the ball over 60 yards. A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. This is Barkley. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And power running here down to the 6-yard line. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll run here with counter. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
It's now 4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll run with Barkley. And this winds up a disaster. Nowhere near the marker. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs.
Watch the twist.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down now, Pollard. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And they're going to have a 3rd down.
Here we go. To Pittsburgh. Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
To throw is King. From the gun, he'll throw. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. And they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Mike 50, huh?
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Let's go. Hey, come on. In your face. Check, check. Frank. Switches.
On 2nd down, Pollard. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The Titans on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11. Here's King, operating from the gun. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join, who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. That 2nd down run, a big help as 7 yards leaves him with just a 3rd and 3 now.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
It's our time. It's
King to throw on second down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Operating from the gun, King uncorks one for Davis. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Now, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Looking long for Thomas. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Looking to go back to Thomas again, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, Allen. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Allen will try again on 2nd down. And a big one, this here as he's taken down. Jeffrey Simmons just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Here's Allen to throw it. And that will be incomplete.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
At their own 37-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
Mike 3. Combo. Watch the run.
To throw on 2nd down. King steps away to his left. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
My game.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. Despite some fast footwork, he's still wrangled down shy of the 15. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll be taken down at the 18. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Barkley on 1st down, going to work his way forward only for about a couple there. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And now they'll throw with Allen. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
SOS. Whip. Watch the whip.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Well, not a big gain with that play, but what they're doing is they're spreading the defense out, probing a little bit, and what they're hoping probably is that later in the game, they can create a matchup that they can exploit for big yardage later.
Take four.
Switch.
Now King throwing on 3rd and long. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Only 2 on the screen pass there, and it'll be 4th down. On now is the Titans punter. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. On 2nd down now, Barkley. And they'll get him down here at the 23. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Call it a gain of 5, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Here's Allen. And that is incomplete. Johnson the intended target, and now it's 3rd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Allen from the gun, he'll throw. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. 8 yards, 1st down as they're able to convert. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Allen. His throw incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Throwing again. Allen. This one caught by Ridley. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 38-yard line. Allen now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. That'll be a gain of 15 yards. And they've got another 1st and 10 as the penalty keeps this drive moving. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Looking to throw again on second down. Allen, that's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On third down, Barkley. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was... And this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
D-line, get that quarterback. Check 26, check the ball. No. Off. 61. Match box. Right. 24.
First down, and it's Pollard again. A big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, Titans. Tony Pollard, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
Let's go.
Allen operating from the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg it. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now. 27 yards there, a first down. So a challenge is upon us. I tell you, close game, fourth quarter. This is a huge decision.
Oh, no doubt about that, partner. A lot has to be riding on this call. And you know it is a tight one because it has to be indisputable visual evidence in order to change it. Now here's the big question. Do they actually have that evidence?
We're about to find out. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down, Barkley. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Let's get it. Right there. Oh, damn it, baby.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. And it was the stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. And that'll set him back 5.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
Can't afford another delay here as they come up again on 2nd and goal. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Saquon Barkley in the final minute as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. Look at the clock, a decent amount of time here in a tie game. What do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target the sidelines?
Target the sidelines because you want to get out of bounds and make sure that clock stops. Because if the clock stays running, that makes things that much tougher for you. It can always bleed out on you.
King now. Throwing on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Run for Pollard. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's good. For the Titans, first down.
To throw is King. Off play action. Uncorks one for Davis. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Davis, incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's King, throwing again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Throwing on 3rd and long. King under pressure again, and down he goes again. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Stephon Tuitt, able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. King throwing on 3rd and long. Uncorks one for Davis. He's got a man, complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A huge play there in overtime. 53 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Now Pollard. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it, because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward, and it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses, because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Another nice job there defensively. They've really stymied their passing attempts, and it continues in overtime.
And for them to do that, that means they've had to be cohesive on defense. Pressure in the quarterback's face, good coverage of not just the wide receivers, but the tight end, the running backs when they try and slip out, and making sure they're at the point of attack. When the ball's in the air, they get there and help force some of those incompletions.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Stephon Tuitt, the former Notre Dame man. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. This to at least get them a lead here in overtime. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And that changes everything here in OT.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
Again, it's Barkley. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
They'll keep it on the ground. Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down. Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a first down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Let's get off the field.
On 2nd down now, Spears. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Okay, 2nd and 1, you get nothing. What now on 3rd and 1?
Sorry about that. I was so excited I jumped in on you. This is almost like practice to me. Line it up and do it again. You didn't get it right the first time. Just get right back on the ball and go. It doesn't matter that they know you're coming. You ought to be able to pick up this short yardage.
Give them 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. And now the timeout comes in with just 1 second left in overtime. And everything right now rests on the right foot of Zane Gonzalez. And now the timeout comes in with just 1 second left in overtime. And everything right now rests on the right foot of Zane Gonzalez. This to win it in overtime. And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. Drama, drama, drama. We saw all of it in this one. Overtime, all the way to the end of OT. The long field goal shot to win it, but they couldn't convert.
And because it's the regular season, we don't play more bonus football. We don't go to another period. It ended right there. You get 1 in overtime to get it done. Look, let's face it. That field goal attempt was a long shot to begin with. No pun intended, or maybe pun intended. But it doesn't go through, and it ends in a tie.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from Nashville.